My name is Anita Dumont, and this is my fourth reflective essay for PIDP 3260. This reflective essay is on Chapter 6, Lecturing Creatively, from Brookfield's The Skillful Teacher. This chapter has three main sections: what a lecture is, why we should lecture, and the characteristics of a helpful lecture. A lecture is an instructional method where an educational talk is delivered to an audience. This model dates back to the medieval ages. During the 14th century, the person presenting the lecture was called a reader because information in a book was read to the students who would then copy the information down. The noun lecture meaning action of reading that which is read. Why would we want to lecture? Lecturing is a straightforward way to provide information and knowledge to students quickly. However, Brookfield states there are 5 frequently proposed reasons that we should lecture. The first is to establish the broad outline of a body of material. This should be done at the beginning of a module within a course to survey the intellectual terrain that students will find themselves in throughout. The second is to explain concepts that learners struggle to understand. This can be done after an initial engagement or before a struggle with a concept. The third is to introduce alternative perceptions and interpretations. This is where you introduce different positions in a debate. This can be done prior to moving to a more detailed analysis. The fourth is to model intellectual attitudes and behaviors you wish to encourage in students, to discuss complex ideas you are grappling with, or to talk about things that are difficult to understand. The final reason is to encourage learners' interest in a topic, to inspire inspiration and passion, to show the connection between new knowledge and the student's current and previous experience. There are many who continue to believe we should move away from lecturing. Some of the reasons for this belief are that observers become passive, their attention falls off, lecturing relies on note-taking, which is something not everyone is taught to do. People with disabilities, such as listening, learning, and motor skills, can make lecturing ineffective for them. If something is not understood the first time, there is no opportunity to pause, reflect, and seek clarification. Some lectures also contain too much information, causing cognitive overload, and many presenters don't have the personality or skill to hold the audience's attention. These points contain validity, but many can be addressed by applying different characteristics to the lecture. I sat through many lectures. Some made me check out immediately, and others had me yearning for more, but both had the potential to address a few people to a few hundred people. This topic interests me because I want to be the instructor of the latter example. One way to help lectures is by using a variety of teaching and communication processes. Some of the ways to do this are by introducing buzz groups into lectures, lecturing from Siberia or a distance, using spatial separation for speaking in tongues, break lectures into well-paced chunks, about 10 to 15 minutes, use clickers and other classroom response systems, and using social media. Another way to help lectures are to organize lectures so students can follow the lecture's terrain of thought. This can be done by providing scaffolding notes or give clear verbal signals as to what's going on. The third way to help lecturing is by modeling learning behavior. This can be done by beginning every lecture with a question and ending every lecture with a series of questions or questions that have been raised or left unanswered. I plan to try many of these characteristics in my lectures, but two that really got my attention were chunking lectures into 10 to 15 minute sections, as well as lecturing from Siberia. The idea of moving to the furthest point in the room to lecture, I thought was genius.